So till yesterday, we have chance to complete data warehousing concepts. Okay, and as part of that one, we learned what is data, types of data available, transactional data, analytical data, and what is our data warehousing architecture. Next, we went for what is why OBIEE is famous in the market, what is the OBIEE is doing exactly, and we went for what are the different ETL tools available, what are the reporting tools available in the market, and we went for what is OLTP database and what is OLAP database. History of the data warehouse we went, and data warehouse definitions we learned. Then we learned about what are the different types of columns available, tables available, schemas available. This is what we learned from last 3 classes. These all 3 classes are totally talking about general concepts only. If you learn any tool in the data warehouse, irrespective of the tool, these concepts are common. If you learn Informatica or Cognos or Vivo or MicroStrategy or ClickView or DataStage or Avnishu, a number of tools available in the market for the data warehousing process, right? Whatever tool you are learning, these 3 classes are common classes, very generic classes. Today onwards, whatever we are going to learn, those all things are related to our tool OBIEE. Okay, if you install our tool, what are the components you are going to get and what is it we need to understand? For that, let me open our classroom notes. I have here classroom notes. Classroom notes is 15. Let us say if you go for classroom notes, I already completed the data warehousing concepts part. Next is what, sir? OBIEE components are available. If you take the OBIEE components, if you install OBIEE software, what are the components you are getting? What are the components you are getting? We need to understand. For example, MS Office software we are installing. Immediately we are getting Microsoft Office Excel, Microsoft Office Word, Microsoft Office PowerPoint. These all things are called as components. One of the important things everyone need to get some hands-on is Microsoft Office Outlook. What is that? Microsoft Office Outlook. Maybe some of the people may not be aware of this one. What is Microsoft Office Outlook? What I recommend is this is what called as Microsoft Office Outlook. It is useful to send or receive your emails. Even this Microsoft Office Outlook, we can configure with our Gmail ID. In our own laptops. Try to configure with using Gmail ID and try to get some hands-on on that one, how to send the mail, how to reply the mail, how to reply all the mail. Okay, these are some kind of spell checks. These are things you can get an experience. The reason behind is, in the real-time project, no one is using your normal webmail. Everyone will go for the Outlook only. 2 famous things are available. One is called as Microsoft Office Outlook. Second is called as Lotus Notes. Lotus Notes is a product of IBM. It is a more secure one comparatively Microsoft Office Outlook. Okay, but both are famous. Most used one is Microsoft Office Outlook comparatively Lotus Notes. Okay, everyone need to get some hands-on experience on MS Outlook. Today itself we can start. If you don't know how to configure it, is in the Google you can type as how to configure MS Outlook with Gmail. That is what the title you need to type. First link what you will get, that you need to follow. That's it. Okay, right. So what I would like to say is, if you install Microsoft Office, we are getting these all components, right? Similarly, if you install OBIEE also, we'll get some components, right? This is what the Oracle Business Intelligence. If you install that one, we got here one component. That component is called as BA Administration. Okay, BA Administration is available. If I open this BA Administration, then we got one tool. The tool is known as Administration Tool. The tool is known as Oracle BA Administration Tool. That's what I given here. First component, Administration Tool. What is the use of this one, sir? It is useful to develop semantic layer. If you observe your data warehousing architecture that we covered already, let me open. If you go and see the data warehousing architecture, in the data warehousing architecture, as a reporting guy, what is our first job we need to do, sir? You need to develop semantic layer. Yes or no? Semantic layer you need to develop. Okay, semantic layer will be developed using a component. The component is called as what's in our OBIEE? Administration tool. Semantic layer will be developed using a component called as administration tool. Okay, once you develop the semantic layer, you need to develop next reports. You need to develop that reports will be developed using a component that is called as analysis. Okay, that is useful to develop reports. Once you develop the reports, you need to develop what's a dashboard. The dashboards can be developed using a component called as dashboards. This report analysis and dashboards can be accessed using a component. That component is available. That component is available if you go for the browser. There we have one component. The component is called as what's a analytics. The component is called as analytics. If I click on this analytics, I am able to open the analytics page. From here, if you click on WebLogic, click on sign in, then if I go for the new, don't try to understand navigation at this point of time. Just understand only component name is what. Only component name is what. Okay, if I go for the new here, do I have here analysis option or not, sir? Using this one, I can develop reports. Here I have dashboard option or not, sir? Yes, using this one, I can develop dashboards. So if people understand, if you want to develop reports, you need to go for analysis. We need to develop dashboards, you need to go for dashboards. If you want to develop schedules, you need to go for deliveries. Okay, deliveries also can access using the component. The component is called as analytics. If I go for here and I have here an option that is called as agent. If I click on this agent, immediately we are getting this window name. What is the window name, sir? Oracle BIE deliveries. Oracle BIE deliveries. So what I would like to say is these three things, whatever we are seeing, these all three things, whatever we are seeing, are accessing by using a component. The component is analytics component. The component is analytics component. And this analytics component is a web-based component or Windows-based component, sir. Whenever you are opening this component, it is opening using web page or it is opening normal mode. It is using Internet Explorer when it is open, right? Mozilla or some browser it is using. Whereas administration tool I have opened, right? This is opened using any browser. A component is opened using a browser that is called as web-based component. A component is opened without a browser that is called as Windows-based component. As for that definition, administration tool is called as Windows-based component. Analytics is called as web-based component. Analytics is called as web-based component. Any software you take in the world, the components are divided into two types. One is Windows-based component. Second is called as web-based component. First is called as Windows-based component. Second is called as web-based components. Web-based components can be opened using browser. Windows-based component cannot be opened using browser. That is the one point. Web-based components can be accessed throughout the world irrespective of the software is installed in our own machine or not. Suppose I can sit in that internet cave. If my analytics portal is properly hosted, I can type www.analytics.com so that I'll get this one. What I would like to say is web-based component corresponding software need not install in your local machine. Need not install in our local machine. Suppose you are writing www.gmail.com, you are writing, sir. Gmail may be working based on PHP code or .NET code or Java code. Is that software installed in our machine? Answer is what, sir? No. But this is using that code or not, sir? That code is using by server. From server it is taking everything code and is trying to run over here. What I would like to say is web-based clients, whatever available, those things can be accessed throughout the world. All you require is internet connection is required. All you require is internet connection is required. Whereas Windows-based component cannot be accessed throughout the world. If I want to access administration tool, surely you need to connect to the PC where software is installed. Surely you need to connect to the PC where software is installed, then we need to start working. Am I clear? So to access the web-based component, the software need not install in our machine. To access Windows-based component, the software must be installed in our machine. Must be installed in our machine. That is the point what you need to remember. Okay. If people understand as of now, this till here. Next is what, sir? Job manager. We have here schedules. Let us say 100 reports are available. 100 reports are scheduled. 100 reports are available. 100 reports are scheduled. These all things I need to monitor. Everything is going delivered or not. Everything is properly executed and delivered or not. I need to monitor, right? To monitor those all things in one single place. To monitor those all things in one single place, They provide one component. That component is called as, if you go for Oracle Business Intelligence, here I have one component. This is what, sir? Job manager. Why this name is came is, one schedule is called as one job, sir. One schedule is called as one job. That is the reason some people used to say, my jobs are running, I need to go to office early. What is the jobs are running means what, sir? One schedule is running. One schedule is running. Job is nothing but one schedule. Job is nothing but one schedule. That jobs it is managing or monitoring, that is the reason it is called as job manager. Now I am trying to click on this job manager, then we got one window, followed by one more window will get, followed by one more window will get. Now we need to identify that window is a Windows based one or web based one. We need to identify. Now we got the Windows, sir. Tell me, it is a Windows based or web based? It is a Windows based one. It is not used any browser. Hence it is called as Windows based one. Hence it is called as Windows based one. Now if I go for file menu, if I open scheduler connection, then I have here username as administrator username. I need to go for administrator username is always WebLogic. Password is RR ITEC 123. This is what we configured in our own machines or in the lab also. Click on OK. Then we got here one window. There you can see what, sir? What are the things are running? What are the things are completed? What are things are failed? These all things you can monitor. So job manager main purpose is what, sir? How your schedules are doing. How your schedules are doing. Those all things you can monitor it. Those all things you can monitor it. Am I clear? Now, once okay, job manager also completed. Next is what, sir? Catalog manager is available. That is clearly given deployment, development to testing or testing to production. If you want to move your work, you can move that work. Okay, anyhow, we come to understand that one later point of time very clearly. The catalog manager also available here only, Oracle Business Intelligence. And if you go and see here, what is it, sir? Catalog manager. So if you want to deploy from development box to testing box, or testing box to production box, at that moment catalog manager is going to help you out. Next one is available, that is called as, enterprise manager. It is useful to integrate what, sir? Integrate and monitor your servers. Enterprise manager also in fact is a web based component only, sir. If I go and type here localhost 7001 enterprise manager, then immediately we are getting one window. That window is called as enterprise manager window. That window is called as enterprise manager window. Right, it is opening. Yeah, this window is called as, sir, enterprise manager window. If you go inside this one, WebLogic RRITEC 123, click on login, then it is going to open one window. There you can monitor our server performance. Our servers are running or not, those all things you can monitor from there. Okay, I clicked on the login, it is trying to log in successful. It's trying to open it. It's trying to open. Login successful, loading next page. Right. If you go and see here, servers are almost ran. One server is something, it seems to be down. Okay. Anyhow, we have come to understand everything is running properly or not, sir. We are coming to understand everything is running properly or not. We are understanding from this window. Am I clear? Right. Okay, that is clear. Let us move on to the next one. That is called as WebLogic server. WebLogic server. It is called as web server. It is called as web server. Already I opened morning whenever I came here, and I opened, it is running. This window is called as WebLogic server. Okay, anyhow, what is WebLogic server? You come to understand. Next is what, sir? BI publisher. This is also one of the web-based component. If I want to open that one, you can go here and we need to type here as XMLP server. What is that? RRITEC 7001 XMLP server. Then automatically we'll get one window. That window is called as BI publisher window. That window is called as BI publisher window. It's trying to connecting. Yeah, we got here one window. This window is what, sir? Oracle BI publisher window. So what I would like to say is these are the OBIEE 11G components whatever available. This OBIEE 11G components, if you divide types of components, means Windows based components. This is what, sir? Web based component, two types. Windows based component examples are what, sir? Administration tool, next. Catalog manager, next. Job manager, next. start BA services, these all are Windows based components. That means to access these all things, you must install software in your own machine. Yes or no? Now, here I have the 5 web-based components are available. Console. Console is also one web-based component. If you want, I can open that one. If you want, I can open that one. The syntax is same. We need to write here. What's that? ITEC 7001 console. Only last one is changing. Yes or no, sir? Enterprise manager means in place of console, I need to write enterprise manager. XML BA published means I need to write XMLP server. Analytics means I need to write what, sir? Analytics. If I open console, console is open. Console is open. So what I would like to say is these are the web-based components available. One is called as console. Second is enterprise manager. Third is analytics. Fourth is BA publisher. Fifth is real-time decisions. These are the 5 things which are available as web-based components. Web-based components. Remaining all things are what, sir? Windows-based component. Simple words, whatever it is visible to your eyes in the Oracle Business Intelligence, these all things are what, sir? Windows-based components. Those all things are Windows-based components. Web-based things, you need to remember the URLs. Web-based things, you need to remember the URLs. Am I clear that point? So in OBIEE, how many types of components are available, sir? 2 types. What are those? Windows-based components, web-based component. Can you give one example for Windows-based component? Administration tool is the one of the example. Can you give one example for the web-based components? Analytics or enterprise manager, these are some of the examples for web-based components. Okay, now we all know like as a OBIEE developer, we need to do mainly 3 activities we need to do. Yes or no, sir? What are the 3 activities as per the diagram? One is you need to develop the semantic layer. This is the first activity. Second activity is you need to develop reports. Third activity is we need to develop dashboard. These are the 3 main activities what we need to do. These are the 3 main activities what we need to do. As part of this one, first we'll go and try to talk about semantic layer. Okay. Right. If you go for the semantic layer will be developed using a component. The component is what, sir? Administration tool. There is a reason we are trying to learn first is what, sir? Administration tool. There is a reason we are trying to learn first one is administration tool. Okay. Now, administration tool is useful to develop the semantic layer. Administration tool is useful to develop the semantic layer. Already we are aware of this point. Second point. Semantic layer in OBIEE is called as repository file or RPD file. Okay. Here one word is available that is called as semantic layer, right? The semantic layer word is available in each and every reporting tool, sir. I mean to say, we have reporting tools, and number of reporting tools are available, right? Yes or no? We have a number of reporting tools are available. One of the reporting tool is Cognos is available. In Cognos also, same semantic layer you need to develop, reports you need to develop, dashboards you need to develop. Work is same. Am I clear, sir? You are applying for loan for ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank. Whatever process is available, they have to follow as per the RBI process. Yes or no, sir? The documents, whatever they need to collect by ICICI Bank, whatever document they need to collect for HDFC Bank, there is no different process. Yes or no, sir? Same document set we need to provide. Because these rules are set by RBI. Similarly, whatever reporting tools are available, those all processes what, sir? Same process. We need to go for semantic layer. We need to go for reports. We need to go for dashboard. This will not change. This process will not change. Now, in the same way, if you go for the Cognos, in the Cognos also we need to develop semantic layer. But in the Cognos, the semantic layer is called as with one local name. In the Cognos, the semantic layer will called as with one local name. That local name is modal. What is it, sir? The local name is modal or CPF. CPF stands for Cognos Project File. Cognos Project File. So this is what the local names, whatever available for the semantic layer. Semantic layer. Semantic layer is equal to modal or CPF. Semantic layer is equal to modal or CPF. If I go for another tool, let us say, SAP BO. SAP BO if you go, and in the SAP BO, the semantic layer is called as universe or UNV file. What is it called as? Universe or UNV file. And if you go for next our thing is what, sir? OBIEE, in this one, the semantic layer is called as what, sir? Repository file, or RPD, or it is called as RPD. What I would like to tell from this is, semantic layer is a general word. Semantic layer is a general word. The semantic layer general word, in each and every tool, we have one local name is available. In Cognos, local name is model. In SAP BO, local name is inverse. In OBIEE, local name is repository file or RPD file. Like how we are calling food item is available. Same food item in our Telugu will call as a one language, one term. If you go for the beside state, Tamil Nadu, same thing will call it what, sir? Some other name, yes or no? How these are different local names available. Similarly, semantic layer is general word. In this general word, in each and every tool will call with that different names. Am I clear? Okay, the first point is clear. Semantic layer in OBIEE called as repository file or RPD file. And also I given here, semantic layer in SAP BO is called as inverse. Semantic layer in Cognos is called as CPF, Cognos project file or model. Next, the extension for repository file is what, sir? RPD. The extension of repository file is RPD. Like MS Excel file is available. What is the extension, sir? .xls. Notepad is available. What is the extension, sir? .txt. If PDF file is available, what is the extension, sir? .pdf. Similarly, this also one file. If you want, I can show you the files which are available for the previous batch. If I go for the my computer, then I have here C drive. Don't try to remember the navigation. BA11G instance 1, BA foundation, Oracle base, server component, core application, repository location. There you can see here all the batches, 67 batch, then 68 batch, 69 batch, like this we have. Your batch number is 180. If you see here, this is what, sir, or file or not, sir? What is the extension you are seeing? RPD. That is the reason it is called as RPD file. The type of file is what, sir? It is Oracle BIE repository file. That is the reason semantic layer in our OBIEE is called as repository file or RPD file. Semantic layer in our OBIEE is called as repository file or RPD file. This one we are going to develop live. Next point. Semantic layer is also called as metadata layer. Why it is so? Semantic layer is also called as metadata layer. What is metadata first of all? To understand the word metadata, what I would like to do is, let us go and take MS Excel. And I am writing here some data. Let us say A, B, C, D. Okay, then E, F, G, H. Okay, something I written this data. And here I am writing here, let us say 100. Then I am writing here, let us say 200 I written. Can anyone comment about what is this, sir? What is ABCD? Can you comment out? ABCD may be a pencil name, ABCD may be a book name, or ABCD may be a human name, or ABCD may be an animal name. Yes or no, sir? We cannot comment out what is ABCD. But we are sure like this is some data. Yes or no, sir? This is some XYZ data, but this is some data. That is for sure. Now what I am doing is, here I am trying to type something, let us say E name. Let us say I am writing here as commission I am writing. Can you comment out this one, sir? Something it is employee name column, commission column we are saying. Okay, but this also data or not, sir? If this data, I keep close to this one, now this ABCD got some meaning. Yes or no, sir? ABCD is the name of the employee. 200 is the commission of the employee. Now we are able to comment out properly or not? That means whatever titles are available, these titles are giving valid information about the ABCD or EFGH. Am I clear? This column names, whatever available, those column names are called as metadata. Metadata. That is defined as metadata is a data. Yes or no, sir? Metadata is a data. It is talking about what, sir? Something else data. Metadata is a data about data. This is a metadata. Metadata is a data about data. Metadata is a data about data. So that's the reason I given the definition here. Data about data is called as metadata. Examples are table names, view names, stored process names. These all things are examples for metadata. Simple words. Any database we taken, we have only two things. One is data, that is values. Second is titles. One is title, second is values. All titles are called as metadata. All titles are called as metadata. Values are called as data. For example, table names, stored procedure names, package names, function names, cursor names, trigger names, column data types, column sizes. These all things are called as metadata. Inside the table, ROM ready. This is a name. This is a value. Yes or no, sir? That is the data. Any database contains only two things. One is what, sir? Data. Second is metadata. Second is metadata. Metadata is nothing but titles. Data is nothing but values. Data is nothing but values. Now, column names, data types, column size, everything is called as metadata. That's what I given the example here. Let us move on to the next one. Semantic layer in SAP is called as inverse, that is completed. Semantic layer in Cognos is called as CPF or model. Till here, do I have any questions, sir? Do you have any questions? No. If no, tell me. If not, tell me. In each and every layer, in each and every tool, what is the first job? What you need to do, sir, as a reporting guy? Semantic layer you need to develop. Semantic layer in our OBIEE is called as what, sir? Repository file or RPD file. Repository file or RPD file. Now, the semantic layer in our OBIEE is developed using a component. The component name is what, sir? Administration tool. Administration tool. These points are clear. Now, let us move on to the next one, that is called as, in creating RPD, we have what, sir? Three steps are available. Number one is creating physical layer. Second is creating BMM layer. BMM stands for business model and mapping. Business model and mapping. Third one is creating presentation layer. These are the three steps what available. In that one, first step is available, that is called as hands-on one, creating what, sir? Physical layer. That means in this process, whatever first step is available, physical layer, that one I given here as a hands-on one. That one I given as a hands-on one. Okay, now shall we go and try to do hands-on one? Yes. From here, actually, your navigation is starting, sir. I am closing unnecessary windows so that you will not have any confusion. Right. So now tell me how to open administration tool, sir. How to open administration tool? Start, next. Programs, next. Oracle Business Intelligence, next. BA administration. This is what the steps I given here also. See here, start, all programs, Oracle Business Intelligence, then BA administration. Immediately we got one window. This is what the window. That window is called as Oracle BA administration tool. So it is a Windows based tool or web based tool, sir? It is a Windows based tool. It is a Windows based tool. If you go for the MS Office Excel, that is a Windows based tool. If I want new file, then what you will do, sir? You will go to the file menu, you go for the new. Yes or no, sir? MS Word also, you will go for the file menu, you go for the new. Similarly, here also you need to go for the file menu. Here, new repository. Here a file is called as repository file, right? A file is called as repository file. That is the reason they given as new repository. Now I am clicking on the new repository. Then we got one wizard. This is called as creating new repository wizard. In this wizard, we have, these are the steps. First step is called as repository information we need to provide. Second step is we need to select your data source. Third step is select your metadata types. Fourth step is select your metadata objects. Fifth one is map to the logical model. Sixth one is publish to warehouse. If you complete these 6 steps, then we done our job of creating what's a repository file or semantic layer. Repository file or semantic layer. However, up to 4 points only, it is automated using this new repository wizard, sir. Remaining 2 things are disabled. Yes or no, sir? Disabled means those two things are not automated. Not automated. So up to 4 steps only we can do using this wizard. So let us go and try to understand first one, that is called as repository information. Repository information. In the repository information, we have one thing that is called as name we need to provide. We have one thing that is called as name we need to provide. Before the name, in the top I have two things are available, right? One is called as binary, second is called as MDS XML documents. You tell me, if I insert one record into Oracle database in one table, backend into the database, are we storing, sir, in the zeros and one format? Yes or no, sir? As it is storing in the zeros and one format, can I say it is a binary format? Yes or no, sir? So any database will be storing end of the day in the form of zeros and ones. That means it's in the binary format. In the binary format. In the binary format. Okay. Now, if people understand what is the meaning of binary, most of the times we'll try to use only binary. Suppose you want to develop this repository file by using source as a XML file. We have an XML file in our hand. Using that XML file, you want to develop repository file. At that moment, we need to go for what, sir? MDS XML documents as a source. As of now, we are going for binary only. We are going for it. Let us go and try to provide here one name. Any name you can provide, sir. Any name you can provide. I am providing the name as your batch number B180. Your batch number B180 underscore EBA. B180 is your batch number. EBA stands for Enterprise Business Analytics. Enterprise Business Analytics. Our reporting tool is going to work on what data, sir? Analytical data. Yes or no, sir? Our reporting tool is going to work on analytical data. That is the reason the name is given as EBA. Enterprise wise, that means total organization wise. Business analysis we are doing, that is the reason Enterprise Business Analytics. This terminology is not came from me, it came from the Oracle guy only. That is, we are learning that one. If you install OBIEE, I said by default we used to get all the work we used to get, I said, right? Predefined work. This is what the OBIEE BA apps. There I have what, sir? Repository. That guy already given one thing that is called as Enterprise Business Analytics. This RPD is not created by me, not created by you, sir. It is given by whom, sir? Oracle guy given ready-madely it is available. This one you can load into the servers and you can use directly. Like PowerPoint template is available. If I want to write some data, immediately you can use the PowerPoint template and you can start your work. Yes or no, sir? So it's a predefined work. Similarly, this also what, sir? Predefined work. The terminology, whatever I am using, EBA, Enterprise Business Analytics, that is not my job. It is given by what, sir? Oracle guy that I learned, that I am teaching to you. Right. So this is what the EBA. Next, location. By default, your repository file will be saved in one location. That location is repository location, sir. That location is repository location. If you go for the BA11G instance 1, BA foundation, Oracle based server component, core application, repository. This is where the location which is available. There we are going to store it. Now, at this point of time, don't try to remember this path. This path will be automatically remembered after the 1 or 2 classes. Okay, we have one systematic order of remembering this path. I will tell you that remembering the systematic order, then you come to understand what is that. As of now, this RPD file is storing into your, sir, repository folder. That is what the by default path what is showing here. You need not worry about it. That is what the by default path automatically shown to you. Of course, if you want to change this one, you can change it, but it is not recommended to change it. Why? Because everyone repository file means by default they will assume like, okay, it is available in the repository folder. That's how we habitate. That is the reason we are not recommending you to change this one. That is the one reason. Second reason is, tomorrow if you start your server also will go and search in the where, sir? In the repository folder only will search for this file. That is the reason, don't change this path. Okay, even though they provide your browse option, don't even change the path. The third one, importing metadata. I said the semantic layer is also called as what, sir? Metadata layer. So we need to import metadata. That means table names, column names, we need to import here. Immediately if you want to import, you can select here yes. Now you want to create only empty file you want to create. Down the line, later point of time, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, if you want to import the things, then you can go forward, sir. No. Now as of now, I am going for the repository password. This repository password is a new concept from OBIEE 10G to 11G. In OBIEE 10G, there is no repository level password. In OBIEE 10G, there is no repository level password. Only in 11G, as extra security, they provide as a repository password. Now I am giving repository password as RR capital, ITEC small 123. Confirm password as RR ITEC 123. And the password length also minimum 8 characters should be there. As per the recommendation, some letters must be capital, some letters must be small, some letters must be numbers. That is the reason we given RR capital, ITEC small 123. Now, we completed with this repository information is completed. Yes or no, sir? We provided a name for the repository. We saved into the repository location and we given a password for the repository. Then try to click on next. It went to where, sir? Second step, that is called as selecting your data source. Selecting your data source. So your data source may be any database, sir. You have Oracle database. From Oracle database tables you want to import here. You have SQL Server database, you want to import from there. You have DB2 database, you want to import from there. Our OBIEE has no limitation. It can import metadata from any database. It can import metadata from any database. But of course, here we have one problem. What is the problem is, in the drop down, I am able to see here one thing that is called as OCI 10G 11G. It stands for Oracle Call Interface 10G version and 11G version. Oracle Call Interface 10G or 11G version. So using this one, we can access Oracle 10G or Oracle 11G directly. If I select this option, automatically it is asking what, sir? What is your Oracle 10G or 11G database name? What is your Oracle 10G or 11G username? What is your Oracle 10G or 11G password? Suppose if I given what is our database name, sir? ORCL. What is the username, sir? Scott. What is the password, sir? Tiger. If I given that one, click on next. Then automatically you can see here whatever tables you know in the Scott, EMP, DEP table, those all things are able to see or not, sir? We are able to see here. Am I clear? Now if people understand, if you want to connect to the Oracle database, I can select here OCI 10G 11G and I can provide here database name, username, password. Suppose tomorrow if I want to connect to the SAP database, SAP also business warehouse is on database or not, sir? If I want to connect that one, I need to provide this all information I need to provide. If I provide this all information, I can contact what, sir? SAP database also. If I want to contact, let us say DB2 database, I can select here DB2 database and I can provide the information. If I want to contact, let us say Hyperion ADM, we can select what, sir? Hyperion ADM. Now tell me, if I want to connect to the SQL Server database, what to do? SQL Server database, what to do? Do I have the SQL Server corresponding plugin here? SQL Server corresponding plugin is available? It's not available, right? Sorry, is it available? No. What point I want to tell you is, whatever we are seeing with our eyes now, these all things are called as native connections. These all things are called as native connections or built-in connections. Native connections are built-in connections. That means with the installation of OBIEE 11, these all connections will be ready-made for you, ready to use. Ready to use. That is what the native connections. By birth, how we got the native place, by installation of OBIEE, we got these all native things. These all things are what, sir? Ready to use. Ready to use. Suppose tomorrow if you want to contact SQL Server database, which has no native connection, at that moment we need to take one thing, that is what, sir? ODBC connectivity. What is that? ODBC connectivity. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. That means any database can open and can read the things. That is what it named as Open Database Connectivity. Open Database Connectivity. Am I clear? Any database can open and can read the data. It can read the metadata. Am I clear? So now tell me how many types of connections are available, sir? Two types of connections are available. One is native connection. Second is ODBC connections. Whatever you are seeing in the drop down, those things are called as native connections. Whatever which are not available, those things are called as ODBC connection. First priority we need to give to what, sir? Native connection. If native connection is not available for particular database, then we need to go for ODBC connection. First priority goes to native connection. If native connection is not available, then we need to go for ODBC connection. Okay, as of now I am selecting here, let us say OCA 10G 11G I am selecting. Then I am going for ORCL. Then I am giving here supplier 2. Then I am going for the supplier 2. Supplier 2 is our own database. Using this only we are going to do all our exercises. Okay, your course itself will go as a project, sir. Your course itself will go as a project. So end of this one we are going to develop 3 or 4 star schemas we are going to develop. That was a big project we are doing. Okay, in that corresponding required tables, everything is available in the supplier 2. The supplier 2 is not available in anywhere in the internet. That is the property of ITEC. You need to get from the print office. Okay, all it is available in the Google Drive ready-madely. You can download that one and you can import that data into your databases. Okay, the steps also available how to import it. Next, if you click on next, in our Oracle database, you may have tables, you may have primary keys, you may have foreign keys. These all things are available. Yes or no, sir? Tables, primary keys, foreign keys. If you want to import here, views you want to import, you need to select what, sir? Views also. If you want to import synonyms or aliases or system tables, whatever you want to import, you can import it. As of now, by default is available tables, keys and foreign keys. So select that one, click on what, sir? Next. If I click on next, then I got here all the schemas we got here. One of the schema is, if you go and see here, supplier 2 is available somewhere. Supplier 2 is available. Even we are seeing what, sir? Scott also we are seeing, SH also we are seeing, everything we are seeing here. So supplier 2 user has permissions to whatever schemas. Supplier 2 user has permissions to whatever schemas. We are able to see all the schemas. Did you notice that or not? Previously I used a Scott user and I came to the next. Do you got this many things previously? You understand my point? Previously I given the Scott and I came to this window. Yes or no, sir? At that moment, did you get this many things? Only small things only we got. Yes or no, sir? If you want, I can go back and I can do also. If I go back and if I given here Scott and if I given here what's sir? Tiger, then we are able to see only small things we are seeing. Yes or no, sir? Are you able to see your SH? Are you able to see your supplier 2? No. That means whatever user you are giving, the user is going to play main role. Whatever things it can access in the database, only that things can be accessed by this guy. Oh, sorry. In what scenario you use sys, right? Sys is the admin user, sir, basically. SYSYS is a admin user. Normally in any project we won't use that one. We won't use that. That is a, by default with the installation of Oracle database, sys will be configured as an admin user. Okay, normally we won't use that one. Am I clear? Right. Now, sorry. You won't have access to permission to access all the schemas, right? Okay, even in this classroom we are seeing this many schemas, right? If you go for your company, you will have only access to 1 or 2 schemas which are related to your things. In the training room, I given the permissions to the supplier to as admin permissions I given. That is the reason he is able to see all the things he is able to see. Am I clear? Right. Tomorrow, let us say you are using supplier 2, you want Scott, you want. Suppose Scott we are not able to see here. Then we need to give a mail to the administrator, database administrator. Boss, in my OBIEE I am using supplier 2 user. But my requirement is there, I need to import a table from the Scott schema employee table I want to import. But unfortunately, my supplier 2 user has no access to the Scott schema. Could you please provide the required permissions? Like that, we need to provide official email to the database administrator. Then that guy is going to provide the required permissions. If that scenario is valid, that too, he will verify all the things and he will give the permissions. Okay, as of now, I am going with the supplier 2. As of now, I am going with the supplier 2. In the supplier 2, we can notice here, I have so many tables are available. But yesterday, while I am discussing the star schema, you discussed about 3 tables we discussed, right? We discussed about 3 tables we discussed. What are those 3 tables, sir? One is products, second is what, sir? Sales facts, customers, periods. Only those 4 tables will try to import here. So those 4 tables are, one is called as products. Let us go and select the products. Let us go and select the products. Customers is available here. Okay. Next is what, sir? Calendar is available. Next is what, sir? Products you want. Products is available. Next is what, sir? Orders is available. So these are the 4 tables what I am expecting. Calendar is nothing but your periods. Customers is nothing but your customers table, customer dimension table. Orders is your fact table. Next products is what, sir? Products table. These 4 tables I selected. Once you selected these 4 tables, here I have 2 marks, right? Import selected, then what, sir? Import all is available. Don't even touch import all button, sir. If you click on import all button, whatever available in the Oracle database, everything you try to import, right? Your system will hang for some time. That is the reason don't even touch for this one. Go for import selected. At that moment, we'll get one window. This window is very, very important window. The window is called as what, sir? Connection pool window. The window is called as connection pool window. OBIEE want to contact database means it has to communicate with the connection pool only. So connection pool is a mediator. Connection pool is a mediator between OBIEE and database. Connection pool is a mediator between OBIEE and database. It contains very important information. Like what is your username, what is your password, what is your database name. Using these 3 things only, down the line, if you run one report, OBIEE will contact connection pool. What is the username, what is the password, what is the database name, I want to contact the database. That will be, okay man, this is what the username, database, everything. It will contact the database. So 2 points about the connection pool is, first point is connection pool is a mediator between OBIEE and database. Second point is connection pool contains database credentials. That means username, password, database name, these all things. Now, if you want to rename this one, you can go ahead and you can rename it connection pool. You can rename it B180 underscore CP, that stands for connection pool. I am trying to click on OK. Then all the things whatever you selected, the 4 things you can see here. This is called as what, sir? Repository view. In the repository file, however it looks like, same way it will be looking here. Am I clear? Now I am trying to click on finish. If I click on the finish, everything we got in the physical layer, we got it. Yes or no, sir? Everything we got in the physical layer. That's what our hands-on one also. Yes or no, sir? Creating physical layer is our hands-on one. Now, I want to confirm one point. It is working fine or not. I'll right click on this calendar, go for view data. Then we got what, sir? We got data. That means what, sir? My OBIEE administration tool is able to communicate with database or not, sir? Is able to communicate with database. And also I said my OBIEE always communicating with database by using what, sir? Connection pool, I said, right? If I double click on this connection pool, if I given here, let us say ORCL 123 something I given, click on OK. If I right click on this calendar too, click on view data. Now tell me we are able to connect or not. So whenever you click on the view data, it went to the connection pool and it's seeing what is the username, password, database name. Database name is what, sir? ORCL 123. With ORCL 123 sets for the database. There is no database available with ORCL 123. That is the reason it's going to throw error as connection failed. So whenever you are requesting something from OBIEE, it has to contact the database means, it has to go to what, sir? Connection pool only. Connection pool is what, sir? Mediator. Connection pool is a mediator. So to contact any database, we require minimum what, sir? One connection pool is required. To contact any database, we require what, sir? Minimum one connection pool is required. Without connection pool, we cannot contact the database. Right. Okay, that is clear. I am trying to revert whatever I did here. I am trying to revert as ORCL. Click on OK. And if you want to see the number of records available here, right click on this one. There I have what, sir? Update row count. Then automatically seeing how many records are available? 474. If you want to know records available in each and every table, at a time you want to go, then you can go for tools. There I have an option. That is what? Update all row counts. If you click on that one, it's trying to update all row counts. Here, what is the fact table available, sir? D1 order 2 is fact table. How many records are available here? 351K records are available. 3,51,636 is available. 351,000 records are available. Or 351,000 records are available. Am I clear, sir? Now, this is 136, this is 474, 192 is available. Okay. So, these 3 things are dimension table. This is called as fact table. In fact table always will have what, sir? More records. As a one customer, I can give what, sir? Number of orders I can give. Yes or no, sir? In customer table, only one record is available. But in order table, what, sir? N number of records are available. That is the reason always your fact table contains what, sir? More number of records comparatively dimension tables. Comparatively dimension tables. That point is clear. Yes or no, sir? So always once you imported our tables, we need to validate our connection is working fine or not. To validate our connection is working fine or not, we need to do these are the activities. Either you need to go for update row count. Second is what, sir? You need to go for view row count. Next is what, sir? Sorry, view data. View data. These are the two options which are useful to understand our connection pool is working fine or not. To understand our connection pool is working fine or not. Okay, we did great job, sir. We are able to import some tables from Oracle database. Could you please help me out? I want to import now EMP table, DEP table also from the database. How to do that one? Help me out, sir. Simply you can go for right click on this connection pool. Then what, sir? Import metadata. Next. Once you right click on the connection pool, import metadata, by default whatever connection pool username, password available that is taken, it is went for the tables and keys. Next what, sir? Next. Then we need to select here. Then we need to select here one thing that is called as SCOT, DPT, let us say EMP, click on import, click on finish, then we are able to see here DPT and EMP. Could you please import similarly some other tables also, sir? Please help me out. Right click, next, import metadata, click on next, then go for some other schema, let us say HR schema. Let us say HR schema. In HR schema, I want here, let us say countries table. Click on that one. Click on finish. What I would like to say is, how many schemas tables, if you want to import that many schemas tables, you can import using what, sir? Connection pool. Using connection pool. So one connection pool is enough to contact one database or not, sir? One connection pool is enough to contact one database. Whatever tables available in the database, everything you can import into the RPD. Everything you can import into the RPD. Am I clear that point? Okay, right. That is clear. Now, problem is, what is she saying? Fact table should have the hash symbol. That hash symbol will be starting in the BMM layer, madam. In the physical layer, there is no hash symbol. These all things. Only that will be available in the BMM layer. In the BMM layer only, tool try to understand which are the dimension tables, which are the fact tables. In the physical layer, there is no hash symbols. In the physical layer, there is no hash symbols. If you want, what I can do is, if I drag and drop only SCOT related things, I am trying to drag and drop. If I drag and drop, immediately it is saying as what, sir? EMP is saying as fact table. Why? Because here we have our measure column that is called as salary. Down the line, we are going to make this as a measure column, means we need to make as a sum. Okay. Anyhow, I will discuss this one later point of time. As of now, hash symbols will not be available in the physical layer. Hash symbols will come only in the BMM layer. Only in the BMM layer. Fine. Now, you people understand that I am trying to delete this SCOT and HR. It's no more required. Let us say supply to is available over there. Next our agenda is we are able to import successfully. Metadata from Oracle database using native connection. Yes or no, sir? Metadata from Oracle database using native connection. These all things screenshot by steps also documented in the notes. If you go and see here, this is what the information we provided. Then we provide ORCL supply to. We went here, click on next. We selected tables and keys. We selected 4 tables: calendar, customer, orders, products. Then we clicked on the finish. Finally, we come up with that one. Yes or no, sir? Till here only we completed. Step 2 is not done. Am I clear? So we imported metadata from Oracle database using native connection. Next is, I want to import metadata from MS Excel database. We know already for MS Excel database there is no what, sir? Native connection is not available. But still I want to import it. How to import, sir? Using ODBC connection.
Okay, that process I shown here, I am skipping step 2 as of now. Let us go further down in the same notes. We have one thing that is called as note 1 is available. Is OBIEE supports multiple databases or not? Is OBIEE supports multiple databases or not? That's what the question I given. Answer is what, sir? Yes, OBIEE has no limitation. To prove this, import Excel data into RPD. Okay, now I am going to take one MS Excel data that also I am trying to import into what, sir? In the same RPD what you created. The same RPD what you created. Shall we go and do that one? Yes. Now, to create this one, what I want to do is, first let us open MS Excel, programs, MS Office. Then we have here MS Office Excel. Okay. Then I am trying to give here some name, let us say EMP number, then salary. EMP number as 101, salary as 1000. Okay, EMP number as 102, salary as 2000. Some records I given. And here I am giving one more table that is called as DPT table. In that one DPT number, then I am giving here as, let us say, D name, and I am saying this as DPT number as 10. D name is equal to HR. Then this has, let us say, IT. Then this has, let us say, 23 department. Something I given. I will ask one simple question. Everyone need to answer actively. What is the name of the cell, sir? Very simple question, sir. What is the name of the cell? D9. What is the name of the cell, sir? D9. What is the name of this area, sir? We don't know. What is the name of this area, sir? We don't know. If you want to put a name for this area, we can put that one, select this area in the corner, try to type here EMP. Then press enter from your keyboard. Now see here, if I select here, it is displaying what, sir? C9 because it is C9 cell. If I select here, it is displaying what, sir? D8 because it is D8 cell. If I select this area, it is displaying as what, sir? EMP table. That means for that area, we are able to create what, sir? A table name. So in the Excel sheet, we create one table that is called as EMP table. Similarly, could you please name it as DPT for this area, sir? I selected that area and I want to give your name as what, sir? DPT, press enter. Now if you see here, this one is called as EMP table. This one is called as DPT table. Now we have two tables are available. These two tables I would like to import into where, sir? My RPD. Okay, even if you want to create a number of tables, other sheet also, you can create other sheet also, sir. Let us say I given here low sal, and I given here ISAL, and I given here grade I given. This one I am saying as low sal is equal to 500, and this is 1500. This is equal to A grade. This is equal to 1501, and this is equal to 3000. This is equal to B grade. I would like to put a name for this one. Select this area, give the name as grade table. Now totally how many tables are available, sir? In sheet 1, 2 tables. In sheet 2, what, sir? 1 table. Totally how many tables are available? 3 tables are available. I am saving this one and I am trying to save into my computer E drive. In the E drive, I am giving the name as your batch number B180. Save it. And also I am closing this one. With this I completed step 1. I completed creating what, sir? MS Excel data source. Open MS Excel, create a file with some tables data I taken. Second is what, sir? Creating ODBC connection. How to create ODBC connection? Very simple job. Go to the start. Next. Settings control panel. Then we have here administrative tools. Then we have here data sources ODBC. Data sources ODBC. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. Double click on that one. Then we have what, sir? System DSN. DSN stands for data source name. System wide we are creating, that is the reason it is called as system DSN. If user specific we are creating, that is called as what, sir? User DSN. As of now we go with the system DSN. Click on add. Then go for one of the thing that is called as XLS thing. This is called as XLS corresponding driver, because we want to access MS Excel. That is the reason MS Excel corresponding thing only we are taking. There we have .xls X also available. .xls X stands for what, sir? 2007 also it is going to support. My MS Excel version is what, sir? It is 2007. That is the reason I am selecting here XLSX. If it is ever MS Office 2003, you can go for what, sir? Even .xls also will work. Now, as of now, I am going with the .xls XLSX. Click on finish. I want to give some name, your batch number B180. Then select workbook. Then go to the drive. The drive is E drive. Your Excel, that is B180. Okay. 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 We created second one, that is called as creating ODBC connection. We completed that one. Step 3 is what, sir? Importing metadata. Let us open our RPD file. This is what our RPD file. I want to import metadata from same database or different database, sir? Same database or different database? Different database. That is the reason you cannot right click on the connection pool. You need to go for what, sir? File menu, then what? Import metadata. You need to go for file menu, then import metadata. From the same database means you need to go for what, sir? Same connection pool. If you want to import data, metadata from same database, then you can use existing connection pool. If you want to import metadata from different database, then you need to create what, sir? New connection pool. Based on this one, can you tell me, I need to import 100 tables from 100 different databases, then how many connection pools I require, sir? 100 connection pools I require. Always connection pools are minimum is equivalent to what, sir? Number of databases. Sometimes it will be more than from one database I can create a number of connection pools basically. If I want to create this pressure is going on more on this one, then if you want I can create what, sir? One more connection pool also I can create for this database. If I go for the connection pools here, I what, sir? Plus symbol is available. If I want I can add it. But minimum is what, sir? 100 database means 100 connection pools must be there. Am I clear? Right. I am going for the file menu. Then what? Import metadata. We got the ODBC connection here. Whatever connection we want to select, you can select here. As of now, ODBC connection. Somewhere you can see your connection also. That is what, sir? B180. Just now you created. Then click on next. Click on next. We are able to see our 3 tables. Whatever you created, these are the 3 tables. Import. Finish. Then we are able to see here B180. These all things we are seeing. Right click on the DPT, view data. Whatever you typed over there, those things you are seeing or not, sir? So are you able to import metadata using MS Excel or not, sir? From MS Excel, we are able to import metadata by taking help of ODBC connection. We completed now 2 exercises we completed. One exercise is how to import metadata, from MS Excel, how to import metadata from Oracle database. We imported from Oracle database by using native connection. We imported metadata from MS Excel using what, sir? ODBC connection. These are the 2 exercises what we completed. Okay. And next job is we need to understand some questions I am giving, sir. By tomorrow we need to do some research and we need to come up with solution. I am trying to import EMP table, DEP tables. From employee table, I am trying to import what, sir? EMP tables. EMP table is one is enough. Otherwise, click on finish. If I go for the EMP table, right click on view data. Will I able to see the data or not, sir? It's throwing error, table or view does not exist. Why it is throwing error, you need to tell. If I go for the calendar table, it is going to give the data. But whereas if I go for the employee table, it is not giving the data. What is the reason? You need to research and you need to tell to me. Okay, getting correct answer is not the matter here. Trying is matter here. You need to try for the things. I am giving one clue also in the connection pool. One of the property you need to change. What is the property you need to see? Okay, what is the property you need to see and you need to get back to me tomorrow. That is the one exercise I am giving. Next. Also try to import some data from Notepad. In the Notepad, try to type here some names. Let us say RR, comma, 100 rupees is salary, comma, department number is 10. Like this, write some data. Okay, in the Notepad, write data with comma separated. That Notepad you want to use as a source. That one you want to import into the physical layer. This is also one more exercise I am giving to you people. Try for this one. If you are not getting also, don't worry. Try for this one and we come to understand so many things from that. Am I clear? So first priority is always my notes, sir. You need to open my notes. Whatever I am doing here, same job we need to do in the lab. Once it is completed, whatever exercise I am telling, that exercise you try to do it. Am I clear? Right. If you are not getting also, don't go depressed and all. Okay, tomorrow I am going to explain those things if you want. But you need to try. From the try, you will get some more things. Am I clear? Thank you. And tomorrow no class. Tomorrow I am taking long class for some other batch. Again we'll meet on Monday. Am I clear? Again we'll meet on Monday. Thank you.